Hi, and welcome to English Coffee House.
We're really happy you're here with us.
Get comfortable.
And let's start with today's conversation.
You know what I noticed the other day? I was alone in my kitchen making tea, and I still felt like I was being watched.
Like, even when no one's there, you're still performing a version of yourself.
Exactly. Not in a big way, just the way I moved, the way I stood, like I had to look a certain way, even for myself.
That's such a strange feeling, because who's the audience? You?
Maybe, or an imaginary someone, like a memory of being observed that stays in the body.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I catch myself doing a little presentable voice when I'm recording a voice note for one person who knows me well.
That's such a good example. And then afterward, you think, why did I do that? I wasn't even trying to impress them.
It's almost like you're trying to be understood quickly, so you pick a clear version of yourself.
And clear turns into polished.
And polish turns into a tiny bit distant.
Distant is the word, because performance creates space. It's like you're standing slightly outside your own life.
It's safer there.
Is it?
I think so. If you're performing, you can control the story a little. If you're not, you're more exposed.
That makes sense. But it's tiring and weirdly lonely because you're not really letting anyone meet you.
Or you're letting them meet a version that's easier to hold.
Easier to hold. That's so gentle and sad at the same time.
I don't mean it dramatically. It's just there's a way we edit ourselves so we don't become heavy in someone else's hands.
I do that. I can feel it. I compress things, even happiness sometimes, like I'm not trying to take up too much room.
No, I definitely do that with happiness. I'll tell a story like, oh, it was nice, when actually I was glowing.
Why do we hide the glow?
Because glow invites questions. People notice, and then they want a reason. And if you don't have a clean reason, it gets awkward.
Or they want to share, like, let me in. And if you can't, you feel guilty.
Right, it becomes social.
And then it becomes performance again.
Exactly. You can't just have something quietly.
I'm thinking about how performance can be so subtle. It's not stage lights. It's like slightly shaping your face when you're listening.
The polite face.
The polite face, the nods, the I'm engaged, I'm pleasant, I'm not a problem.
And sometimes the polite face is real, like you actually care. But there's a layer on top.
Yeah, that layer feels like tension in the jaw.
Or in the shoulders, like you're holding a posture that says, I am acceptable.
Do you remember the first time you noticed you were doing that?
I think it was at a family gathering. Everyone was loud, joking, talking over each other, and I realized I was laughing at the right times instead of actually laughing.
That's such a clear moment.
I remember thinking, I'm not even tired because of the people. I'm tired because I'm managing myself.
Managing yourself. Yeah, that's what it is. Like you're an employee of your own personality.
Exactly, and you're doing customer service.
Oh my God, customer service for your own existence?
It sounds funny, but it's real. You're smiling and thinking, how can I be easy today?
And sometimes you do it even with people you love.
Especially with people you love, because you want to protect the relationship.
That's the painful part, because you think you're being kind, but you're also leaving.
You're leaving while staying.
Yes, you're present physically, but internally you're shaping and monitoring, not resting.
I had a moment like that recently. A friend asked me a simple question, how are you really? And my first instinct was to answer beautifully.
Beautifully?
Like a well-written paragraph. Honest sounding, smooth, emotionally intelligent.
That's hilarious and painfully relatable.
And then I paused, and I said something very plain, like, I'm okay. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I don't know why.
That I don't know why is so human.
It felt almost embarrassing because it wasn't packaged.
But did it feel close?
It did. It felt like the distance collapsed a little, Like I wasn't speaking from the balcony. I was in the room.
I love that image, speaking from the balcony.
Yeah, performance is balcony language.
And non-performance is like sitting on the couch with your socks half on.
Exactly. Unfinished, slightly messy, warm.
I think that's why coffee shops can feel comforting. Not the loud ones, but the quiet ones where nobody expects anything. You can just exist.
There's something about being anonymous that helps. Like you're not required to be anyone's version of you.
Right. You're just a person holding a cup.
I think there's a dream hidden in that. A life where you're not constantly, narrating yourself.
Yes, a life without narrating.
Or at least a life where narration isn't a reflex, where you don't immediately step outside and watch yourself living.
I wonder if we learn it early, like being praised for being good or easy or smart or mature.
Oh, definitely. If you get rewarded for a certain kind of presentation, you start protecting that presentation.
And then you're scared of what happens if you drop it.
Because maybe you won't be loved as much.
Or you'll be confusing or inconvenient.
Or inconvenient.
It's strange how the fear is often not they will hurt me, it's that they will misunderstand me.
Yes, that's exactly it. Being misunderstood feels like losing your shape.
Like suddenly you're blurry.
And then you try to sharpen yourself.
Which is performance again.
Do
you think performance is always bad?
No, I think it has its place. Like, there's a social grace to it. You don't want to dump raw emotion everywhere.
Right, there's kindness and some restraint.
But when it becomes constant, it's like you're never off duty.
And then your own inner life starts to feel like a private room you rarely enter.
Or you enter it quickly, like you're checking something, and then you close the door again.
Like, everything okay in here? And then you leave.
Exactly.
I had a day last week where I did almost nothing. I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't post anything. I didn't share. And by the evening, I felt strangely clean.
Clean, yeah.
Not happy exactly, just less layered.
Like you weren't leaving fingerprints on yourself all day.
Yes, that's it. I wasn't constantly editing.
It makes me think of how silence can feel like a feeling in the body. Not empty, just spacious.
Spacious is a beautiful word, and it's rare.
Sometimes I notice that spacious feeling when I'm walking at night. Not for exercise, just walking, no purpose.
I do that too, and it's funny because nothing happens, but something happens inside.
It's like the self stops trying to be useful.
Useful. That's another performance word.
Totally. What am I producing right now, even socially?
Sometimes I think about how many little performances we do in a day. The I'm fine, the of course, the no worries, even when we're worried.
And even our opinions. Like sometimes you don't fully know what you think yet, but you feel pressure to sound like you do.
Yes, like every thought has to be a finished product.
Which is strange because real thinking is unfinished by nature.
Real thinking is messy. It changes shape mid-sentence.
And that can be uncomfortable in conversation because the other person is waiting for a solid thing.
But maybe that's part of living without performance. Allowing your thoughts to be in progress.
In progress feels very kind.
It does, and it feels adult. Like we're not trying to impress each other with perfect self-awareness.
Just being here, speaking slowly, letting sentences be imperfect.
I like that. Speaking slowly.
It's funny, I can feel my voice change when I relax. It gets lower, less bright.
Yes, like you stop trying to be charming.
Exactly, and you become more you.
I wonder if people can sense that. Like when someone drops the performance, the room changes.
I think they can. It's subtle, but it's like the air softens.
And sometimes that invites them to soften too.
Sometimes, and sometimes it makes them nervous.
Because they don't know what to do with the real moment.
Or they feel like they have to take care of it.
Yeah, there's a vulnerability there, but it's not dramatic vulnerability. It's just ordinary.
Ordinary vulnerability is the hardest, I think, because it's not a story. It's just a state.
Like being a little tired or a little quiet or not having a clever answer.
Or not knowing what you want.
That one. Not knowing what you want.
That's a big one for me. I sometimes perform certainty because uncertainty feels unattractive.
Like it makes you less solid.
Yes, like I'm not reliable.
But actually, pretending certainty can be less reliable because you're not being honest with the moment.
True. And it keeps you from being helped in a way.
Or from being met.
Being met, that's the thing.
It makes me think maybe what we want isn't to stop performing completely. Maybe it's to have places, people, where performance isn't needed.
A few safe rooms.
Yeah, where you can arrive without explaining.
Where you can be quiet without being asked to entertain your quietness.
Or to justify it.
Or to turn it into a personality trait.
I'm just in my quiet era.
Exactly. And then it's content again.
I hate how everything becomes content.
Me too. Even the refusal to perform can become performative.
That's the trap.
Like saying, look at me, I don't care.
While caring intensely. So what does it look like in a normal day to touch that non-performance feeling?
For me, it's tiny, like not responding immediately, letting a message sit for a bit without feeling like I need to be a good character.
The good character. That's so true.
Or answering honestly in small ways. Like if someone asks, how was your weekend? I don't have to make it interesting.
Yes, you can just say it was quiet and let that be enough.
And sometimes it is enough.
For me, it's being in my apartment without music for a while, like letting the silence be real, not filled.
That sounds almost brave.
It feels brave sometimes because in silence, you can't hide behind a mood.
You have to meet yourself.
And sometimes you meet a little sad or a little restless.
Or just blank.
Yes, blank can be scary, but also peaceful.
Like a clean page. There's also something about clothes, strangely. Like wearing something comfortable even if no one will see it. Choosing softness over looking good.
That's such a real detail, like letting your body relax.
Yeah, letting the body stop trying to be part of the brand.
The brand.
Sorry, that sounds cynical.
No, it's accurate. We all have a little brand now, even if we pretend we don't.
And it's exhausting because brands don't rest.
Humans do.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I feel like the dream is very simple, not grand, just waking up and not immediately thinking, how am I coming across today?
Yes, waking up and belonging to yourself before you belong to the world.
That's beautiful.
It feels like a quiet luxury.
Quiet luxury. I like that.
Not in a fancy way, just in a nervous system way.
Like your body isn't bracing.
Exactly.
Do you think you've had moments of that recently?
Yeah, small ones, like when I'm with a friend and we're both tired and we don't try to make it a good hang.
Just sitting.
Just sitting, maybe eating something simple, talking slowly, long pauses that aren't awkward.
Those pauses feel like trust.
They do, because nobody is trying to rescue the moment.
And the moment doesn't need rescuing.
That's such a comforting thought.
It really is, that ordinary life can be enough without being presented. And maybe that's the point, not making everything into a performance, letting some things be unshared, unpolished.
Unshared. That word feels like a soft blanket.
Yeah, like you can keep something just for being.
I think I'm craving more of that. Not as a plan, just as a feeling.
Same, just a little more room inside the day.
A little more room, and maybe fewer balcony moments.
More couch moments.
Socks half on.
Exactly.
And it's quiet. Yeah, quiet and real. Thanks for spending this time with us.
We really enjoyed having you here and sharing this conversation.
Keep listening
And we'll see you soon.
here at English Coffee House.